FBI Director Kash Patel.
If you are going to bet on the NBA games, just know that here at the FBI, we are going to catch you, okay? We are the FBI, the Federal Basketball Inspectors. Stop asking me about the Epstein files. The Epstein files have nothing to do with the basketball. Okay, time for Corey.
I'm just with y'all. Kash Patel.
Individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years.
Ain't that some shit?
If you were of age or outside just a few years ago when sports gambling was made legal for fans, as a fan, you knew this was a bad idea. Exhibit A. We'll talk about it right now on Doing It for GP.
You can't handle the truth.
As a whole becomes a part, I strike to burn, and the flame returns.
Welcome back to the channel. Your boy Mac back with some thoughts, with some opinions, some reactions. Wipe your feet off as you come in, hit the like button if you so choose, and hopefully you stay a while. Shout out to the supporters. With that said, let's take this walk. Look, the people who make the decisions, whoever they are, who made the decision to legalize sports betting just a few years ago, just widened the net for possible indictments. They've made it easier to capture. That's my first thought. And it's isolated, it's independent. But before we continue, let's take a look at this clip from Mr. See you in Valhalla, 33 hours, release the files, don't release the files, FBI Director Kash Patel.
If you are going to bet on the NBA games, just know that here at the FBI, we are going to catch you, okay? We are the FBI, the Federal Basketball Inspectors. Stop asking me about the Epstein files. The Epstein files have nothing to do with the basketball. Okay, time for Corey.
I'm just with y'all. Kash Patel.
Individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Casa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese crime families.
Capital letters. Look, as far as Terry Rozier goes, he's in the same boat of a Jonte Porter or Malik Beasley. Players who may or may not have been smart with their money or are greedy, seeing fit to commit acts during the game to make betting money that's probably valued less than their contracts in most situations. And, according to Jonte's brother Mike a few months ago, the NBA might have a lot more of these to worry about.
There you go. You get mad at these dudes like
that
do the sports betting, but think about if you could get all your homies rich by telling them, yo,
no shit.
Bet $10,000 on my under, this one game I'm gonna act like I got an injury and I'm gonna sit out. I'm gonna come out after 3 minutes, and they all get a little bag because you did it one game. Like, that is so not okay. But some people probably think like that. They come from nothing, and 100%. All their homies have nothing,
100%.
And they're like, bro, if I come out of this game after 3 minutes and y'all all hit on my under, we're all getting a little bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I obviously my brother went through his situation. Malik Beasley's going through a situation right now. Terry Rozier was in some hot water, but the whole sports gambling entity, bro, it's bad, and it's only gonna get worse, bro. Like we really do get death threats. Like if you and the thing is you can't.
Somebody doesn't hit a parlay.
Crazy part is you can't win anymore because if I do too good, too good, I'm messing up the people that bet on the under. And if they bet on my over, you know what I'm saying? So you're messing up some people's money.
As far as Chauncey Billups goes, I don't give a. Yes, there are people pointing out games. He looked like he was trying, or he tried to lose on purpose as a coach. But that's, it's not his indictment. It's just like the Gilbert Arenas situation. private gambling and cheating in my eyes, is more of a moral violation. And the only cheating part, that exists, I guess. Games backed by the mafia, which has largely been kept out of people's thumbnails, but not mine. They're all there. But, they had x-ray tables that could see through cards and were beating the shit out of the pros.
This must have been like 5 years ago, 2019-ish, I think, where there was this game. It started in LA and then it came to Vegas for a few days, and it was all built around Chauncey Billups. And the person who told me about it was like, look, I know the game runners. I'm telling you 100% this game is on the up and up. And I was like, well, I know a lot of the people that are involved, and I'm telling you 100% that it is not. I had some friends who went and played it both in LA and in Vegas, and it obviously was for sure confirmed to be cheated. Like, people who clearly didn't even understand the rules of No Limit Hold'em are just jamming hundreds of big blinds in with a gutty and then just drilling it. Only the pros are losing. It was basically confirmed amongst all of the pros that the game was cheated, but there's just no recourse.
Gotcha.
And they got absolutely flayed. Well, it's tough too whenever you're dealing with somebody high profile like that, because they carry a lot of weight and hold a lot of power. So all you can do is kind of unite together and threaten to publicly out him or extort him in some sort of capacity. In which case, good luck.
Straight them. However, however this plays out, people have to understand that the sports leagues and owners are complicit. The biggest loser ends up being the product, the fans, the entertainment of it. The relationship between the fans and the game. And that's, perfectly explained by the most unappreciated star in the league and Players Association rep, Jaylen Brown.
Me personally, I think, that whole world was introduced a couple years ago, and I don't think they took players into consideration, especially with, the energy and the behavior that goes around, gambling, and how that directly correlates with players. We don't benefit from any of the profits or anything like that, but we got to deal with, a lot of the extra negativity and scrutiny behind all the gambling stuff. And then on top of that, it creates more integrity issues, etc. So I'm not sure what the answer is going forward, but definitely something that people got to spend more time having conversations about. I think a lot more could have been done to help players or prepare players, but even in the aftermath, I don't think little care or attention to detail goes into it. They're like, you make X amount of money or X, Y, and Z, you should be able to deal with all the extra negativity, the people approaching you about parlays. It creates a negative discourse around the game and players when people have money involved. Obviously, it's a part of it, but definitely, some of the experiences, the fan engagement, the fan interactions that we've had over the years where, fans feel like they can come on the court or, and touch players and things like that is, it's leading to situations that we can avoid if more conversations were had right now.
Yeah, man. Up situation. We don't know enough about it until we know enough about it. But what do I know? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe if you like the content. Hit the notification bell. And with that said, hopefully you've been entertained and informed while passing this precious time that we have. And hopefully I've earned just so. I go by the name of Matt. This has been Doing It for GP. Till next time.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here.
Never did me, I spit the truth. Call you aware, fear-driven niggas get the boot. All of you squares couldn't fit up in my circle. All of us red and will hurt you severe. Slow your roll, nigga, patience is a virtue. Yeah, and a nigga bite any bark. When I black out, how you gon' hide in the dark?
And they all get a little bag because you did it one game.